that we will circulate quickly. Okay, so just stand up your name, and please forgive me, because I think I forget about 99% of your names as you go on because of my age and because of the size of this group. It's also fantastic to see such a large group, and as Laura said, extremely brave that you are here. It's a long weekend, Saturday, it's 2 o'clock, and it's cold. So there's something about you inside here, something about you inside here that's already speaking. Compared to your friend, you made a decision to be here. So there is something in you. I'm not sure what it is, but there must be something different in you compared to the 25,000 other youth of your age that's gallivanting somewhere outside, wherever they might find themselves now as well. So I'm very interested to find out what is there in you. What makes you want to come on a Saturday, 2 o'clock, long weekend, very cold, and sit, come to a totally unprepared session, and find out, and hopefully learn something in the session. Good. I must remind myself I speak too much. So I must remind myself to speak less today. Anyone want to stand up? Just name and your school. My wife is from Galvin as well. If I do anything bad, please don't report me to her on Monday. Okay, so we finished the group.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rashid Juris and I'm from Galvin.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shakil Baden, now from St. Thomas in the secondary school.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lisa Prince. I'm from Patterson High.
I old school.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris McCarthy and I'm from Galway.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Faith Nyaka and I'm from Mulu.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kanya Kamana. I'm from Galway. Hi, sorry.
Good afternoon, leaders. My name is Tsugalana Tsukilo. I'm from Pakistan.
Afternoon, leaders. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kona Sikwati. I'm from Patterson.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Celine and I'm from Patterson.
Thanks, Celine. School is in the house, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Siri and I'm from Patterson High School.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Diane Quinn and I'm from Bertram.
Bertram, Mr. May School. Good. Next group, who wants to stand up and introduce? So I've heard Galvin, I had St. Thomas, I had Patterson, I had Bullock, and I had Bertram. And that's the next group want to stand and introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am Michelle Arkut and I'm from Galway.
Galvin, hi.
Good afternoon,
Just hang on. Can we just agree that for today, it's okay to youth and be and be nervous and be uncertain, to write you back about the noise. And when someone tries to speak, we always try to give them the attention as true leaders.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jody Busak and I'm from Chapman.
Good day, everyone. My name is Lucifer Andrio. I'm from Cheti.
Chatting.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mankuli Kesp and I'm from Chetty.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Devi Roy and I'm from Jithia.
Chatting.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Devarona Mayer and I'm from Chitya.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jasmine and I'm from Chapman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mariano Davidson from Chelsea.
There's only 2 groups left that we look at. Oh, good.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nani and I'm from Sarambula.
Good day, everybody. I'm Candice Whiteboard. I'm from Bertram.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Robin Dry and I'm from Bertram.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dylan Smith and I'm from Bertram. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Batanda McCarthy and I'm from Patterson High. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Zukhani Mumeve and I'm from St. Thomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Thailand Kok and I'm
fun anywhere else, but no choice.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tawari Famhealth and I'm from Budok.
Hello, I'm Shara and I'm from Chetman. Hey, I'm Shara Diamonds and I'm from Chetman.
Thomas, pleased to meet you.
Hello, I'm Bonnie Mother and I'm from Chetman.
Hi everyone, my name is Nelson, so I'm from Sections.
Hello guys, I'm Zaki and I'm from Chetman. Hello guys, I'm Zalisa Rosetta from St. Thomas.
From which school, my dear?
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas as well.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Asima Kelamani and I'm from Patterson High.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Michaela January and I'm from St. Thomas.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Christina from Chapman.
Afternoon, everyone. I'm Ziya and I'm from Chetman.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Dominic, I'm from Patterson.
Great. Good afternoon, I'm Bruce Damons and I'm from NMMU. Okay. Right, so this afternoon, this is what we're going to do first. Stand up where you are. If you're from Patterson High School, come to me with all your goodies. All your goodies. And I'm not, remember Saturday, you're not sure, but just form a line. Just humor me for a few minutes. Form a straight line. And just say, stand, recht in your line. No one sprint when you score. Okay, let's form a line, Patterson. Chapman. Een extra lunch kry as die lyn stryd is, né? Bertram, jy kan sommer lyn hier op paar minutes. Bertram. Chatty. Kan sommer lyn daar maak met Chatty. St. Thomas. Come on, on the outside. Calvin I. The outskirts. Did I miss any school? Right. Can you just have your attention for a second? Thank you. So, the topic today is personal. Thank you. The topic today is personal wellness. Okay? Now, I don't know what that means anyway. We'll find out together. But I know part of personal wellness is to make you a bit uncomfortable. Okay? So I'm going to start to make you uncomfortable by placing you where I think you should belong. Okay? So I'll start with my old school. I was at this school from 1982 until 1985. See the arch in front? Our matric class built it. Okay. Two of you can go sit here. Two of you go sit in that group. Two of you go sit in that group. Two of you go sit in this We wait for our colleagues. We don't want to start without them. Toolbox. There was that was 3 or 4 years ago, so now we must decide on something new to discuss about. And I firmly believe that most of the things that we talk about, you have the answers to already. So I don't know why Laura then asked me every year to come here and speak to you if you have the answers. So all that I'm doing today, I'm checking your answers today, and how you respond. Not teaching you anything. You are going to be teaching me. I came here for counseling today. Please, my wife and my children are anxiously waiting for a wonderful, healthy father to come home today, because this grade 11 group of 2016 fantastically addressed something called personal wellness and the leader. So for 5 minutes, I want you to, in your group, I want you to talk. What do you think that means? Wat beteken die 3 woorde saam? What does it mean, those 3 words? Personal wellness and the leader. What do you think it means? Understand my question? No? Good. Remember, no is an answer. No is an answer. I'll repeat myself again. In your group, our discussion today will focus around personal wellness and the leader. I want to know from your group, what do you think it means? What do you think the topic means that we are supposed to be discussing today? Still hear mekaar? It's okay if you hear mekaar, it's alright. I'm going to give you 10 minutes in your group, and then you must wrap up and you must agree, because remember, we are about 12 in a group, and there might be 12 different views. But I only want one view that you negotiate and agree with. And it gaan nie, as jy nie myne vat, dan gaan ek nie meer praat nie. You sit and negotiate until we come up with one idea that we think. Remember, when we say we think, it's an opinion. You know what's an opinion? It's not right or wrong. It's what I think it is. Okay? So you have 10 minutes amongst yourself to discuss, and then each you choose someone in the group, and the group person will get up and say, we think personal wellness and the leader is boom. And then we look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 booms. And we decide together, can we get to the topic, and then we start talking about it. Right. Then, so be the first brave soldier to represent their view.
Yes.
Okay? We start here, and you will be second, eh? Can you all listen attentively, please? Thank you. In your life, it's looking at your well-being, how you project yourself, having a positive outlook as a leader, your state of mind, and also your concern, or you say putting others first before you put yourself. Is that correct? So much.
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, hello guys. But personal wellness and leadership. Well, our group wasn't really familiar
with the word. So we actually interpreted what we could understand from the word. So what we said that personal wellness and leadership is being well with yourself, being the person that you want to be, and being the leader of your own life.
Just slowly please, well with yourself.
With yourself being the person that you want to be, and being the leader of your own life.
Okay.
And we said that personal well-being is, how can I say, the strongest. It's like how you are emotionally with yourself, and that how you feel, how you're supposed to take control of your own life, and how to treat others. So yeah, that's what our group came up.
But you choose to try to understand it, and then through your engagement, you discover that you think it could possibly mean being well with yourself. You strive to be the person you want to be, being the leader of your own life, and you're emotionally well, and you have self-control over your life.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you all know me, I'm Batana Makwasi. As a group, we're given a task about personal wellness, and I think that personal wellness is being aware of yourself and the ability to improve yourself as a leader so you can lead others. That's what we think.
Being aware of yourself, of who you are, to improve yourself, constantly working to improve yourself so that you can lead others. Is that what I had to say? If I'm blind, you must say, you know, put words in our mouth, it's not ours, please. Okay, next. Next group.
What we came up with as a group is, we said that personal wellness and the leader is being mentally and physically fit inside and out. Being able to make decisions good enough so that others can follow, and having a positive outlook so that people can look up to, and therefore they will also be positive.
Remember, my brain is much slower than yours, so be patient with me, please. You mentally and physically well, you say. You must have the ability to make good decisions. You must have, so that the people who follow you will follow the good decisions. Okay? And you portray a positive outlook.
My group and I, we've looked at 2 dimensions of personal wellness, which is personal and spiritual, before we get into the definition of becoming a leader. We said
2 dimensions again, sorry?
2 dimensions of becoming a leader. There's personal wellness and spiritual wellness. And we said personal wellness is to know who you are, have a vision, have abilities, strength, and believe in yourself. Can't lead people without knowing who you are or what you want in life. We said spiritual wellness, be knowledgeable, know who you want to serve in life, take God and making Him your source of your life. Then we came to a conclusion of the definition of being a leader. We said a leader is a person that lifts people up. A leader is made, not born. Leaders take charge.
Sorry. Those people up, I'm slow. Those people up. They are
made, not born. Leaders take charge of what they want to become in life.
Spiritual wellness and the leader from 2 dimensions, from 2 angles. You said from personal and spiritual. First, recognizing who you are and your abilities. Okay? Know who you are. And the second is know who you want to serve. And you name God. Name Allah. Name Buddha. Name whoever you choose to call God. Okay? You name that. Okay? In order, if you don't know that, they say, because your task should be to love people up. And you say that leaders are not born, they are made. Bakeries, because if you go to Cesco, you find them busy baking leaders and making leaders. Joking, I know that's not what you meant. Okay? And you need to be take charge of what they want to become. You see, I told you, there's my lesson over now. They taught the whole lesson. Right. So let's reflect on what you said. Okay. So as a grade 11 learner in 2016, was you nothing else? You were a girl, you were a boy, you in grade 11 and in 2016. Okay? So what would that mean to you from, you remember I come here with nothing, I come here with your words today. And so I'm going to take your words and we're going to work from your words. Okay? So let's start with the first one. In your life, we speak of how do we project ourselves, because that came out twice, quite often, projection of self. Okay? So I'm going to take that one theme, I'm calling it. Okay? Then the state of mind. Okay? The state of mind is something that it came up quite often. It came up in different words, I'll show you now. But who you are at this present moment as you are sitting there, everyone is looking at you. Look at me. He's got a hoodie and a pair of New Balance leggings on and a jacket from Woolworths. But who am I here inside? What is my state of mind as I even joke with you about this? Okay. Self, putting others before self. And then we had another one that says, put self before others. First know yourself before you can lead. You see the contradiction? One said first yourself, other said others first. In your life, if you think about your life and you think about those terms, who are you putting first? Who are you putting first? No. It's a rhetorical question. Everyone answers that on their own inside. We'll come now and we can check if you're actually putting yourself first. We'll check. Next one. We are not familiar. Oh, my spelling goes. So when I spell, when I'm not sure how to spell, I write ugly, and it looks like the word. We are uncertain as we're sitting here. The only certainty we have is what's going on here. We're not sure what's going to happen when we go outside. So the only certainty we have is the present moment. Being here, sitting together with a group of fellow grade 11s. When you go out, you're going to, some will go scarrow this way, and others will go scarrow that way, and we'll go out different paths. And then when you're there, that will only be the moment you have. And when you get out, you're going to have that moment. So life is very unfamiliar. Every moment is very unfamiliar. How do we remain well in all those unfamiliar moments? We spoke about well self, the person you want to be. Okay? Leader of your own life. How are you a leader of your own life? En doen die skotte goed. How wash the dishes? I'm the leader of my own life. One voice from the bedroom says, go clean the yard. And that leader of your own life is gone. How do you balance that out? The house, nog eens, ik moet take out the black bags, it's nog in die tralie recht. My shoulders do this. How do I learn to cope with that? Being powerful one moment, but being humble. How do I keep that leadership within myself? At school as well. They look at me. And they look at me and think I'm the leader because I speak, I'm eloquent. Inside, small, suffering inside, carries more packages. How do we learn to balance that part of our whole life? How do we learn that that's okay? It's okay to be the warrior one day and then to be blood scared the other day. Okay? Emotionally self-control. Don't worry about my handwriting, it's just for me. Okay. How do I remain emotionally self-controlled? I'm busy, skottel goed, wash the dishes. I can't swear my wife, but inside, look, I'm swearing on mother this side of the river. So can't you leave me alone? I'm trying my best, but just always nailing me down. How do I learn to balance my emotions inside? Not what the world sees. See the school, lecturer, nice and control, but inside, there's war going on. How do I learn to control that emotion at a very early age when we have these battles? Mentally and physically well. You can say I'm not physically well. Look at the size of my stomach. How do we look after ourselves? Start smoking. Like my father said, he started smoking, he left school in standard 5, first break, and he never ever came back. And that's when he started smoking. Do I understand that what I'm doing to my body now will have a long-term effect? It's cool now. Bring the cider and smile. See, before this, I'm hypocritical because I had my first eyebrow when I was in grade 12, my first eyebrow. And then I was at Peterson, we were bumping, and I had a friend who had a car, and I had my first eyebrow, and I'll never forget, you know where Miley and Jamil, what is it, Liedenberg Road? On the corner of Liedenberg Road there, and I puked my guts out because it was my first encounter with alcohol. And then a life of drinking of more than 20 years of excessive drinking started until I stopped. And I'm too afraid to look inside this building. I wasn't know how I used to party. I used to party hard. And I'm feeling the physical consequences of a choice I made then. Google, now use our Google fundis. Google what the brain looks like, and a liver and a kidney after excessive alcohol use. And you know, sometimes you don't even have to look far. You look right in our homes. Look at our brothers, look at our sisters, look at our parents, and you can see what is wrong. But how are you well enough? What is your personal wellness to say that is not me? That is not my journey. I don't need to run to that. Now I'm asking questions, you're teaching me. These are still your words. I have taught absolutely nothing here today. You are still teaching me. Make good decisions. Do you have that state of mind? Decision making. Just pull once on the stick, lolly, so right, it'll be okay tomorrow. You've got a decision, you've got a split decision at that moment to make. See, a friend, someone you love, a good friend comes to you and he says, man, what they're saying about Tuck is nonsense. Tuck is lekker. You're going to pass grade 11 with A's. That's it, you and you have 5 seconds to make a decision. And if they grant me, 5 seconds to make the decision. That 5 seconds could turn your whole life around. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I've seen beautiful boys and girls that I knew most of my life and made in 2 seconds, they made one bad decision. Not a lot of bad decisions, one. We decided to pull on and then the body came from that. good person turned bad because of a split decision. One decision. So how do we become personally well enough to know that when this is confronted, this 1 second, am I well enough to say, broer, om ons rap om woord om het proberen. Sorry, I read my language. So let's stop this. And let's try rather to get you out instead of me. But are we well enough to be able to make those decisions ourselves? See, it's my wife looking for me, so I'm passing the time. Okay? People follow you. Others before self, we have that. You talk about portraying yourself. I need to put that down because it's on its own. How do you portray yourself to the world? I was sitting here. I love watching people as a slechte ding. Net om watching you as you came in. And it was in one group. One of you came in and you did this. You came to the guys. And then you came to the girls. You did that. So what is that saying about you? What is it thinking about girls? Why would you do this with the boys and do this with the girls? I ask myself the question, what causes you to do that type of action? Okay? So what are you trying to say about yourself when I walk in? Am I saying something about myself? Even as I'm doing this now, as I'm trying to share with you, what am I saying about myself? What am I saying? What am I showing the world? What would I like the world to see about me? The Woody, 49 years old, am I trying to portray myself as a youngster still? Because you call these young people slow. What does the world see when they look at you? What message are you sending out about yourself? You're not me, it's you. It's all your words. So I have said absolutely nothing, and I won't. I told Lord I'm saying absolutely nothing today. A dimensional person. My favorite word. I smile when I heard you say it. Do you know that you're not just one person? Do you know that? You are you. That's one dimension. You are a daughter or son. You are a brother or a sister. You are a grandson or a granddaughter. You are a cousin or a niece. You are a friend or an enemy. Can you see? You are all, because I experienced this my whole life. Some people thought I was fantastic as a leader, and other people I thought I was the worst monster on this earth. That's the truth. How well am I to deal with what people think about me? What is my wellness? My personal, remember the thing, the topic is your personal wellness. You. To deal with all these things that come our way. Okay? So how do we deal with all those dimensions of ourselves? Good. So now I'm sorry I wrote so ugly. So these are the following themes we've identified. Number 1, how you project yourself. Number 2, state of mind. Number 3, others before self and self before others. You will intertwine those two. Number 4, not being familiar. Number 5, you should be the leader of your own life. Number 6, emotional self-control. You manage yourself internally well. Number 7, mental and physical wellness. Number 8, decision making. How do I make good decisions? Number 9, how do I portray myself to the world? And number 10, you should play lotto. What a full 10. Okay? Do I understand I'm a multi-dimensional person? I'm just more than who I am today. All these things together. Now this is what we're going to do next. You have to decide what is the one thing of the 10 you think you truly want to talk about. Your group has to decide. You have to just choose one. One of that 10. And you now negotiate with yourself and you say, we want number 2 or number 5 or number, so you have to, but you can only come out with one. No winners or losers. You've got 5 minutes to decide. Only the one that you want to discuss today. And that will be our lesson for today. President would have been decision making. Yours did not lose out. Right, I need your attention now quickly. Thank you. So what we have decided around leader and personal wellness and the leader is we've identified four main things. Besides the 10 themes, we said our state of mind we feel is important, how we think, what's our state of mind. We said also the ability to lead our own lives, emotional self-control. But the one thing that most of us think is our ability to make decisions. That's what we feel. You might get after say what we feel. Right. So let's talk about decision making first. Where in our lives are we supposed to make decisions? Remember, you are grade 11. Don't tell me about the life of a 55-year-old man. I'm talking about the life of a grade 11 student at school. Just think about the multi-dimensional part of your life. And everywhere in your life do you think we need to make decisions before we start our teaching for today? And it's very short, because I'll show you at the end now you taught yourself already, and I was just a passenger today. So think about where all do we have to make decisions in our lives? As a grade 11 in 2016, what areas do you have to make decisions? Okay, don't. Then just put up there. Remember, there's no right or wrong. Just want a few things. Uma? Your friends? Your friends? You?
To go to school.
Okay, school. So can I put school? Home? Anywhere else? Only those three places? So like I say no, very gently with me. Church. Can I call it your faith instead of church? No, I can keep it church, it's your words. If you want to say church, you say no. I want church. No, it's yours. Don't be intimidated by others. Remember, by others. It's your word. I'm asking her permission if it's okay. I can't ask anyone else permission because it comes from her. Is faith okay? Thank you, my dear. You're so kind to me. Any other dimension where we have to be making decisions and we have to think about it? Your social life? Relationships? And that is different than just friends. We're talking about boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. Is that the one you're not important? Is that the one you're talking about? See, this is still a bit shy with it. My daughter's not shy about these things anymore. Right.
Finance.
Finance. How do I budget with no money? You tell me to budget, but I got no money. How do I do that budget? Anything else you think we need to make decisions on? Your lifestyle? Career choice. Can I put that with your permission next to school? I'll just put career there. Because you are very close. Except in this case. Have we started to think? Or is finances controlling our thinking? Or our bunking from school? Controlling our thinking? Okay. There's no one else. Close. Can I put an extra lifestyle? Yeah, you should not have spoken about my clothes now. I feel guilty. Now, can I also link that to lifestyle? Okay. So with your permission, can I close that at this stage now? And now can I have your attention? I'm going to show you what I've learned from you pertaining to your understanding of the decisions that you have to make in life around these areas. What you have taught me. I'm going to start with friends. All of us have a friend or friends. And we have friends that society, not necessarily us. You're looking at my money, don't go with, because I see where that one is going. Calling your friend, yeah, I can see that Bruce is always drunk and his parents are not in control. Rather go with Jane, because she's in church, I can see she smiles and she brushes her teeth. That's what I prefer. And we normally choose, our friends are drawn to us because of the way we project ourselves. So how you project yourself to your friends? Think about that. And who are the friends that are being attracted to you? And why do you think they are being attracted to you? Is there something that you are saying about yourself to them? Your state of mind when I choose my friend. Is it because it's a party anymore? Is it because I think that person always has money and I'm going to have a good time with it? Is it because I find something in that person's heart that I cannot find anywhere else? What is your state of mind when you think around your friends? I want to do all of them. What type of friends? Do I have a diverse group of friends? On Sunday I can go to church and have a fellowship as a Christian or mosque or temple and have fellowship with my church and call them my friends through Christ. And I go to a house party and dance with them because they are my social friends. You see, can I have friends that I can just talk to? Someone that I can go to when my heart is broken and I need someone to say it's okay. And what you're going through will pass. Do I have those type of friends? So what you taught me today is don't be controlled just by one dimension. Open up your horizon. And if you open up your horizon, you might find those friends somewhere, someone that your heart will latch onto. You know, when I stopped drinking, I used to have a lot of friends when I used to drink. Young and I won a car when I was young. I paid $2 and I won a car in a restaurant. I'm one of the youngest people. We used to party and drive around. And I always used to have money and spend money on alcohol. As soon as I stopped, friends, days are gone. We're gone. But you know what? I always miss those friends here. Because we had something special. Even during those days of us being very reckless. So, where do you feel your friends? Where are you feeling your friends? I can't tell you that. You have to decide. Good. That's the one decision you have to make around the things. Remember, the topic is decision making. So I'm giving you tools to think about when we have to make decisions around the dimensions that you have given me. School and career. Oh, you probably get into that long studies, grade 12 next year. And you know the teachers are shouting, they're looking at grade 11 results and you don't. Others before self. At the end of the day, you are the master of your own destiny. So you can walk with your shoes. You can walk without shoes and have a fantastic time. But at the end of the day, you do not have a vision for yourself. Those are choices will walk on and you'll be there standing here. Okay? What decisions do you make about yourself? Damn man, let's bounce school. Let's go to school. Make that decision. To make the decision. What is the implication of that decision? No. You get caught. You're in the principal's office. The parents find out. The school wants to expel you. Your whole career is impacted by one decision. What decisions do you make about ek lus die swat nie? Nee, is nog, I can tell swat tomorrow night. Nee, is nog 'n week oor. I don't. And when you open your eyes, yes, tomorrow we write in the exam, oh my God, it's, all those days are gone. What decision I made before the time I started to write? I decided I'm going to try and work 5 minutes every day, because it's about a month yet, and pick it up 10 minutes. And then one day, and as it becomes closer, I plan myself, because I have a vision in mind. Because that's what you said leadership is. You want to lead people, you must know where you're going to. But what decision do I have to make in order to get there? Okay? You have to decide that. Home. You get married in houses. And sometimes you want to get just married. Your father, your granny, everyone at the same time is coming at you. I was for my daughter. She was saying, you and your wife, she said this morning, my daughter is 23. You and your wife make me sick. You can't decide what you want to do. This one is pulling me that way, and that one is saying I must do that. I'm confused. Make about your decisions in the house, where you are. When you are attacked and confronted by the people that actually love you. They say they love you, but it always hurts them most when they come at you. How do we make those decisions to recognize that when that type of love comes, it's not love that will break you. It's love that's trying to build you. So how do we develop personal and mental wellness in the home? To recognize that there's something inside here that's different to outside. You see, some of us are all not fortunate to have parents or living with our parents. Some of us are brought up in single households. Some of us never knew who our fathers were. I've worked with children that have never known who their mothers and fathers were, whose grandparents brought them. And so that's why when we look at people, we must never judge. Because you never know what another person is going through. So for what is a home for you is something totally different. But you know that Gogo, who brought you up sometimes, and sometimes you seem so brutal, was just doing the best with what she had. Can you see that? Can you make decisions based on that? You're not saying, she's just old and she doesn't know. She can't even put on the cell phone because she wants to tell me what time to come in the house. Can you make a decision to say, but I know why she's making that decision? Because she loves me. How do you make a decision? Brothers and sisters, I look at my two daughters. Sometimes I think it's so warm. The way they fight with one another. And I tell my wife, I'm worried about the way these children are talking to one another. But at the end of the day, they always seem to come together and they speak. And I walk past the room and I see how they sleep next to me. Sometimes in the moment, what place you are. Just look how he's sleeping. perfect. Fantastic teachers, I must say, okay? So our home, your faith. Others before self. I am a Christian. I love God. Don't like church. Don't like the building church. I've got a deep love for God in Jesus. Can I love and respect you enough because you love Allah? And I make a decision to love and respect you because you don't believe in God? What decision do I make about another faith? What decisions do I make about my own faith? And so I don't love the church, but you find me every morning I'm past 4 reading my Bible. I've made a decision about my faith. What decision do you make? Do you choose to have something, to believe in something bigger than yourself? I choose to believe there's a God that loves me. And that no matter who I am or what's happening to me today, this God of mine is so powerful and He can turn my life around like this. And because I believe it, I believe it's possible for you. Or else I don't worship the same God. You see, I can't believe it's only for me. God is, there's 6 billion people on the earth, and He looks down and says, that one in the New Balance, I'm only going to bless you. That's not who my God is. I think my God loves everyone, whatever we choose to call that God. But do I make decisions that are consistent with that? That faith, that love that I have of my God. What are my decisions? How are they linked also with all of my dimensions in life as well? My social life. Probably speak on all things. Where you party is how you project yourself. So if I'm going to be, praise be to God, I want Him. Jesus is my Savior. I will be partying in church. And I'll be having fun. And I'll be having fellowship. And they will be my path. I make a decision on my social life based on my faith. If I'm the one that likes to do, I like to do. So I'll be there in the, what's the school's name around here? Adidas or whatever. That is where I choose to do my social life. You see? But it's all based on a decision. And someone will come to me and say, hey, you farmer, just look at you. You choose to be in the church. Can't you see how lekker is it there where we are going? What decision do you make when you're confronted to that? You see, the same juices of happiness that you feel when you disco is the same juices you get when you go to church and you praise God. It's the same juices, no different juices. It's just other stimulus that moves it. But the feeling of euphoria and happiness is the same. What do you choose? What decision do you make? You speak to guys, and I work with guys, and I work with gangsters and stuff. You will sit with them, and you sit there, and you ask, what are you doing? Tell me now, why are you doing these things? He says, hey man, what I want to do? I just want the life, man. I says, I just want the life. Social life. He says, my life, because everyone thought I'm this person. So when you look at the guy with chappers and stuff, you start thinking, on that side of the road. Because that's how he projects himself to you. And because of that, we tend to do what people think we are. And so our social life becomes that as well. Make a decision to develop a strong identity, those values that you create for yourself. And then more importantly, how do you choose to live it? You know the nice thing is never to let it change. That's what I've learned. No matter what you have done in the past, and I've seen it, the minute you decide to make the right decision making, your life forward can be totally different. No matter what people are always going to skinner about. People, I'm not drinking now for 13 years, stop drinking. But some of my best friends are in Shoreville, and sometimes I will have the greatest times there in Shoreville. And the first thing, you know, when I walk in there after 13 years of not drinking, and I go sit, the first thing they say, yeah, you remember this guy? He was such a remorse when he was 13 years later. They haven't forgot what I've done. But it's none of my business. That is absolutely none of my business what they think. I have got the vision. And I'm moving forward. And I'm decided to be different. I'm not going to be led by the crowd who screams that this is okay. Everybody's difficult. When I want to watch rugby together, and I visit with my own father-in-law because I don't want to go to the grounds. It was a bit too rowdy and smoky. And I choose, I make a decision not to go. But I miss it sometimes. But you see, I have to stand strong. Because I know where I'm going to. I have made my decision. And you're teaching me well today. Relationships. Again, a life that changes in a second. Stay forever together, man. Don't worry what the life orientation teacher said, man. Everyone is doing it, man. Are you the only one? Have you never tried it before? You see the poor girls? See, but some of the girls are bad as the boys these days. I've seen them. And you're confronted with this choice. And because your biology, your physical part is developing, strange things are happening here. As this boy is selling this cream, or this girl is cream, something is tingling in you. And then I need to make a decision. He says, but because he says, if I can't do it any with you, I have to move on. And you're faced with this dilemma that I want to lose him and I want to make a decision. Boom! Life of parenthood starts. Or even worse, life of death starts. Life of death starts because it's not only now about parenthood. Unprotected sex, now it's about death. So you can be a Casanova, you can walk with the best clothes and have the nicest smile on your face, and look as the TV portrays. You can be riddled with disease that you cannot see. And here you come and you want to have your first experience, and boom! The rest of your life is totally changed because of the decision you made. Because of the decision you made. Even if we had made a mistake before, and we have experimented, and we have done it, and we choose to do it, we still have to make right decisions. So what do I have to find out to protect myself? No one else is going to protect you. I was a young boy as well. I know what that is. You get in the pants of some girls. I know what they did. I am ashamed today. I can't lie to you. You know, this thing that adults want to talk as if they were never young. That's nonsense. We were all young. And I made horrible mistakes. Horrible mistakes. And I wouldn't like my own daughter and you to repeat those mistakes. You see, because when you stand up here in a few years and you speak to the grade 11 class of 2025, because you are a president, or because you are a CEO, or because you are a doctor, I expect you to tell the same truth. That life wasn't easy. You know, these nice talks of, hey, it's difficult to be young outside. The pressures hit you immediately. You sit in here looking at one another. One boy walked in earlier, two girls jumped up. I said, poor boy, how the pressure you must because everyone said they looked at her. What pressure it is sometimes just to be young. What pressure? Because sometimes I feel I have to show. If there's one thing I'm preaching to you now as a father, not as a presenter. Enjoy your life where it is now. Think of the decisions that you make at every single moment. And even if you have made mistakes on any of those areas, it is never late to turn it around. Because those same girls, when someone shouted in, but only greeted them when the next girls came, they jumped up and they greeted the girl in the same fashion. Can you see how they fixed themselves? They corrected themselves. You are the master of your own destiny. You have to be able to recognize where you perhaps are making mistakes as well. And the important thing is, you can fix those mistakes. No one else will do it for you. And then you must stand proud. Ja, ek het geflop. But I could still rise. But still I rise. Go finances. I can't say it in English, it's not better in Afrikaans. So, rondom een jong mens te wees zonder geld. Stop having no money as a young person. Because you are dependent on someone else for finances. Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. One day someone is going to be dependent on you. But when you're in a home, for example, and this is what I struggle to understand, because I taught in Boyson's Park at Sapphire Primary School. And I walked into a shack, for example, where the girl was managing 6 of her grandchildren because my parents just left her the drug problem. And I see the happiness in that shack. I feel the love in that shack that I don't feel in my own home. And there's not one cent there. So what decisions are being made in that shack that I'm not making in my fantastic big house? And I can't, because I want that love in my house, but I don't have it. But the Gogo has it in the shack with the 6 grandchildren. Is it all about money? What is it that we are truly looking for? Okay? Love. Happiness. Joy. Can money buy that? Can you please give me 59 rands worth of love at the butcher? Can someone go buy me please 59.99 rands worth of love? We cannot buy that, but we can make a decision about love. We can make a decision that I will be happy when I have money, or I can make a decision I will be sad when I have money. What makes you good? And so money is stuff for everyone. So what demands are we putting on everyone as we move forward? Think of your own house. There's a lot of pressure on you as young people to think like adults these days. It's so sad, I think. But you have to think about it. You trick farewell next year. Poor parents are stressing now when they look at the matric farewell. Where am I going to get for my child? What do you think about that? Or is it that I want a dress? Speak to the head. I want a dress. There's no food in the cupboard. But I want the dress. I want the helicopter. Yeah. Crazy things happening. I want the hearse. I saw the other day a boy went with the hearse to a farewell as well. You see how different we are. So what decisions do we make about finances? What decisions do we make about finances? And this is closely linked to these two, this thing. Our lifestyle, clothes, okay, I'm making this one apart. Okay? If I'm the leader of my own life, we live in such a materialistic world. You know, and you look at it, I blame the television for myself because I got no dread sense as well. And my daughter and my wife is tired. They look what you look like most of the time. Can't put an outfit together. Don't want to go out with you. Let's buy you this and let's buy it. And I thank God sometimes because it helps me. But
it's not who, it doesn't define who I am. It does not define who I am. I don't make decisions about my life based on whether I have a pair of shoes or the clothes that I wear. And when I look at another person, and I look through the window and I see a boy with no shoes, walking up against the wind, clothes are torn, and he's walking, and he's about grade 11 stage. And I think about my complaint about the Nike tacky, and I look at that boy, and I worry about my decisions I make about clothes. Yes, because the TV says, but it's popular to be, it's popular to look, it's popular to have. But what does it say about you? How does it feel? Yes, it's nice to be dressed up, but you see, you said it's about the decisions we make about it. So if I can have it, great, and I'll wear it. But if I can't, does it mean the end of my world? Does my world come to an end because I can't have what the TV said or what my friend said I can have? Do I apply other values? Do I think deeper than just myself? And the other self is not only about friends. It's about your home, it's about your school. It's about your boyfriend and girlfriend. You'll never go out with me if I look like I look. When we wake up in the morning and when my wife look at one another, we both get the fright in the morning. We're not the same person. When we were dating, we don't look the same when you date and when you wake up in the morning. But you see, we have an attachment through our hearts now. We might have met through Pierre Cardin, but we are connected through, we are trying to be connected because we are not perfect. So we are trying to be connected through our souls. So think about simple things like clothing. Our health. Who wants to die tomorrow? No one. None of us. We have to make the right decisions. It's so difficult, you know. I struggled teaching, I taught life orientation in grade 7, and we were doing this thing on food groups, the different types of food groups you get. And so now, because they carry different nutrients and things, carbohydrates that you need, so now I'm teaching these kids, and they're predominantly closer kids. And so now I'm saying, you know, the book says you must have 5 colors. Green, red, or vegetables on your plate. And the kids looked at me. One boy got up and said, so how do I do it? We only got beans in our cupboard. And he blew me away with the question. I was this great teacher trying to teach me great things, and which he couldn't visualize because he doesn't have. But he was a healthy boy. He made decisions about what he played sport. His meal was, his only meal for the day was the feeding scheme that he got at the school sometimes. His only meal for the day. Because that's how poor some of our communities are. But he made a choice. He said, I'm not going to die, sir. I choose not to die. So teach me something else besides these colors of yours. Something that's more relevant to my survival. And he said, okay, you tell me then what you have. He said, you know, you have something called scar rice. So moerbijpot in Afrikaans. In Afrikaans it's called a moer. You know, if you have nothing left in the house, you go to the cupboard, and whatever left in the cupboard, you just throw it in a pot with spices, and that's scar rice. So you eat what's there, but you don't go hungry. Because if you can have all the dreams of the world, you can have the dream to become a doctor, you can have the dream to become a lawyer, but if you're not going to take care of yourself, your life could end right now. And no matter, you see, and that's the lesson that this boy taught me in the class. He lives in the shack, but he chooses not to die. He chooses to look after himself with what he has. And so he said, I walk to school, sir. So I said, son, that's great. driving with this fat stomach. I should be walking and you should be driving the way you fit out. And that gives me exercise because I'm learning that now. I'm choosing not to smoke, sir. Steer my car there in fast trap where I stay. Steer my car. No is area for fast trap, Polamba, Seventala, Maracana, Port Elizabeth, right on your way to Yupnik, those are areas on that side. That's where I used to teach. He says, I choose not to do what these other kids are doing because I have a dream and a vision for myself. Grade 7. And he has so much responsibility on his back, but he's making the decision. So there you have it. Fantastic definition of personal wellness and the leader. So this is what I hear you say a definition is of personal wellness and a leader. It's the ability to make the right decision. And make the right decision in all areas of our life, not only in one area. In each and every area of your life, by applying your tools, not mine. Yours, self-control, looking after yourself and others, being mentally and physically well. Portraying yourself authentically, who you truly are. Understanding that you are a multi-dimensional person. And having a solid state of mind. So thank you for teaching me today. It was fantastic sitting in this class. I feel so much better. Should have come long ago. I would have started better if I started with this class. Okay. Are there any questions or comments you'd like to make? Or things you perhaps even disagree with before we wrap up? Any questions you'd like to ask or comments? Statements you want to make? Right, so as a concluding exercise, this is how somebody would have to send something to the doctor to say, at least he came unprepared, but he left with something here, he didn't leave empty. From your group, what is the strongest thing that you've learned from all of us today? About being a leader. Don't tell me, the only thing you can't say is make the right decisions. You can't say that. That one has been made already. But if you, from everything that you've heard today, what is the one thing that you truly think as a group you'd like to take away and give them as a gift to Laura, to give to Doc? We say, Doc, these are the 5 things that this guy came to learn from us today. He never taught us anything, but we taught him these 5 key things. Okay? Give you 10 minutes quickly to 5 minutes to agree.
Everybody's different. We have different decisions, and that sorry. And then we should not judge other people, and then we are all different. We're all different.
No way you come from it, all we going.
Thank you. Can we just listen to them, please?
In our group, we discussed that what we took out most was number 3. Others before yourself and yourself before others. Because you have to be able to lead by example. You can't want to do things and expect the people that you are leading to do a total opposite thing as to what you are doing. So you have to either set the example properly or it won't go right. Yeah, that's what I said.
The first thing that came to mind about this whole topic is that the first thing that came to mind about this whole topic is that we all should start with ourselves first. And that's how you make your decisions and where you, that determines
What we have learned through all of this, in order to do any of those things that you put up, we have to be in the right state of mind to do any of these things.
Now, thank you. We've come to the end of today's session, and I want to thank you very much for educating me so well today. And I hope I take your teachings and I go apply them well to my own life. But I would also like to, with your permission, pray for you. Okay, I'd like to pray over all of you so that, and as I pray to my God, you can reflect on your God, whoever you choose to worship. Okay? And I want to, and wish you well. And please ask all of you to stay the course. Don't give up. not easy, it's going to be tough. But when it comes to that graduation, you have thoughts of tools that you have given yourself, and knowing that whatever comes your way must not break you, it should make you stronger. Okay? So you can just close your eyes and
Not sugarcoating anything, telling us everything the brutal honesty that you are. We thank you for giving us something to think about that. You didn't come and teach us to be leaders. We have become leaders in ourselves. So we thank you for making us realize that we are leaders in ourselves and each of us has the ability to become a leader. So we thank you very much for being with us.